Here I am. I was looking for something on my phone and I completely blanked when I realized the theme music was running out. Oh wow, I absolutely clicked on the wrong thing there. And yeah, so I blanked, but now I'm back. I need to search. A search button. Oh, okay, no, that is string. Okay. Where is. Can I not search on the fucking app? Jesus Christ, that's annoying. Alright, scroll back. God, it's ages back. Where is the August? Patrician. There it is, the August. Justin, hello. My countdown didn't start. It did for me, but mind you, weird technical problems happen, is all I can say. We're on the internet. There's about a million things could go wrong. You know what? Short. Dropping things here already. See how I go peeling this orange, a big orange this week. Oh, that's nicely done with the peel too. Good job, that man. You know what? I'm so bored. Wait, what's in here? Please see these things. What do you put in here? Edge of the 80s. What in here? Weird stuff. You know what? I'm just going to use this as a mat, actually. I'm just going to trim my orange peel and make it pretty. They feel witty and pretty and good. Come on, goddammit. Ooh. So I'm going to do a thing here. Fiddle and marooned, so I am, so I am. It's all good. Hey, Celtic, how you doing? Thanks. This, I've had it for a while now, but this was in the last batch of shirts. There you go. Now I've made my orange peel look really nice. I'm going to use it in the video. Right, this one I just have to talk. I don't have to actually make it. It's for the batch. Okay, I'm just figuring what I'm going to do. I think I will just pour it first. Yes. In my mind, the mushroom case ending up with conviction is the least surprising court case outcome I can remember. It's like she was so obviously guilty. It was so obviously premeditated. And she so obviously took steps to try and conceal it again. God, it's like she wanted to be caught. It was so friggin' obvious. Put that down. Okay. Let's freaking go. Okay. Okay, I want that out of shot to start. Oh no, that can be in shot. Do I have to torch this ice? I don't think I do. There. All right. Pour this. Good day. Okay. Easy peasy. That's the only slow mo. 429. Right. Now, do you want to take a picture for a thumbnail? Empty Lily, hello. You're much better. Have you been sick? Did I miss something? Oh yeah, last week you retired early, if I remember. No, I don't think that's working. All right. Do that. Hello. Now we hide this and hide this. And I've just got to talk and explain how I made the thing now. I keep confusing myself. My poor little head, I get so confused. And I keep bringing up the wrong thing. I do not want the Auguste. I'm not talking about the Auguste. Newport Codebreaker. Oh. Okay. Now I got to talk. I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes of me rambling. Let's see how many times I fail to say words and have to restart. Common problem of mine. Failing to say words properly and having to start again. All right, that's ready. Shit, if I can move the camera when I do that. G'day, cocktail lovers. I recently made a cocktail called a Newport Code Breaker. And I said it as I made it, this seems like it would make a good clarified cocktail. And that's what I've gone and done, milk clarified. So it must mean it's time for Milk Punch Monday. It's a nice reddish pink color. A lot of clarified cocktails I make end up being some shade of yellow or orange. This one I made with blood orange juice. It's just gone into blood orange season in Australia as I make that. And I was like, yeehaw, I'm going to get me some blood oranges. I'm going to make this year's batch of blood orange liqueur. But then I'm going to end up with a lot of juice. So I thought, seeing the point... It's a nice pinkish red color, and that's because it's got blood orange juice in it. A lot of the milk clarified cocktails I make end up being some shade of yellow to orange. I knew this one would be different because of the blood orange juice. Just coming into blood orange juice season in Australia. Fuck. What I joked about not being able to say words, and it's happening. Damn it. I'll try once more. It's a nice reddish pink color, and that comes from the fact there is blood orange juice in here. It's normally a yellow to orange color when I do a clarified cocktail, but some strong colors will come through. Like if you use blue curacao, it will come out a bluey green color. This one with the blood orange juice has come out this nice rosy color. The Newport Code Breaker has a lot of orange juice in it, and we've just come into blood orange juice. Oh, I said it again. Juice. Jesus. Now a car's going past. The Newport Code Breaker has a lot of orange juice in it, and as we're just coming into blood orange season in Australia, I thought, there's an excuse. I'm going to get some blood oranges. I'm going to make my annual blood orange liqueur that I have been making the last couple of years. But then I'll have a lot of blood orange juice left over because I don't put that much juice in the liqueur. So I thought, I'm going to make the Point Code Breaker, the Newport Code Breaker with blood orange juice. The spirits in the original cocktail are tequila and Navy strength rum. In the original where I made it, I used Smith & Cross Jamaican Navy strength rum, which is a great flavor. For the milk clarified one, I'm using this one. This is spice rum, which means it's not really a rum, and it's a very strongly fruit flavored one. This particular line of spirit drinks made with rum has different fruit things. Banana bomb, this is passion fruit grenade. It's high proof, and it happened to be on a really good special. So given the clarification process softens flavors, I thought this one with its additional quite artificial flavors would actually serve the clarification process well. The original drink also has advocaat and cream of coconut in it. So I made the decision for the milk part of the milk clarification, it was actually going to be a blend of advocaat and cream of coconut and dairy milk. And I made 200 mils of that. Basically made a batch. Where's my bottle? I was reaching for the wrong bottle. I made a big bottle of it rather than just doing one cocktail. Mixing the Advocaat and the cream of coconut with the milk is going to give it much more flavour than simply using milk. And then I add the spirits and the blood orange juice to that, which results in this, which tastes... It tastes really good. The fruit flavours from this spiced rum really carry through. It has an almost rock candy flavour to it. And I have to admit, when I was clarifying it, the aroma that was coming off the drink was very strong too, in a good way. And it's come out quite well. I'll show you how I made it. In a jug, I put 200 mils of Reposado tequila, then 200 mils of the Navy Strength spiced rum, and then 200 mils of blood orange juice. Late addition, on a whim, I also added 200 mils of last year's blood orange liqueur, was the last of that batch. With those elements combined, I poured it into the milk mix, giving it a bit of a stir as I added it, and then you simply let that sit until the separation happens. Usually happens quite quickly. You can leave it for half an hour to an hour if you want. There's really no need to leave it longer than that. Once the separation is happening, I'm pouring that in. Once the separation is happening, I pour that through a paper coffee filter in a funnel, and you let it run through for a while because it's the curds that do the hard work of the clarifying, and they need to settle to the bottom of the filter. So the first amount that runs through will be a bit cloudy. You let it run through for a while, and when it looks clear, then you tip that lot back through. Alternatively, if you're doing a smaller batch or you're very patient, you can pour the whole lot through more than once. And when you have your clarified cocktail, all you need to do is pour that over ice in a rocks glass. This is, of course, a golden moment for the sexy clear ice. And I thought to make it look pretty, I do a garnish, just a simple one, a twist of orange peel. All of which leads to this rather manly looking pink drink that I am really enjoying. The blood orange juice, I have the bloody code breaker. That's as good a name as any, I think. It's really tasty. And yeah, I can't emphasize enough. If you make a milk clarified drink, it is going to soften the flavors. So use bold flavors when you do it, and it'll still taste totally different. I love it. Sometimes people say, why would you do that? You're doing a clarified version, just do the original cocktail. I'm doing it to have something different, to have a bit of fun. And honestly, I think a well-made clarified cocktail tastes amazing. It's different. It's extremely different to whatever the base cocktail is, but life needs variety as far as I'm concerned. Variety is the spice of life, and this is adding some spice to my life. I hope it adds some spice to yours as well. Hope you look after yourself. Come back again, see me sometime. I'll make some more cocktails. Until I do see you again, I'll say cheers. And he finishes with a fake smile, because he's a liar. He lies to the audience. He's not really smiling. He's not happy. Oh, God, that was, what did that take, 20 minutes, 15 minutes? Off went on for a while. Okay, let's do this. Switch this light off. Put this over here, out of the way. And we'll pull up a chair and see what everyone's doing. What have you all been doing while I've been chatting there? Heidi, hello. All right, you're paying for Google placement. Nice. Let me see if that works for me. Go laser disc Australia. This is not Google, by the way, but let's see. Oh yeah, you're first. eBay, I think, paid to be higher on Bing. Yes, home for the elderly. You're right at the top there on Bing. Hey Pat, how you doing? Celtic. I kind of chucked. Yeah, well, you didn't pay Bing, and you're right at the top. Like I think I think eBay probably paid to be at the very top. Do some more orange peel actually. I don't think I'm going to make any more cocktail videos tonight, although I might, who knows. I might actually just talk about making cocktail videos. Use y'all as my test audience. Talk about ideas and see where those ideas lead. Oh, Pat, yes, I did see on Discord this week's movie review, keeping up the horror theme. Pat loves his horror. Went to see Megan 2.0. Gave it 10 out of 10. Man loves the horror. Oh yeah, home fidelity. I can imagine the amount of work you have to put into actually being noticed, the search engines and the socials and whatnot. And it just gets out of bit. You're doing a good job, man. Best movie, Pat, Megan 2.0. I've never seen the original one, and I thought the original one looked kind of entertaining, actually. It's it's a fun story idea. Smart toys that are too smart and get a bit single-minded. I think they did that on Rick and Morty as well with the Rick's car protecting Summer, just doing really fucked up things to protect Summer. I feel the day you stop paying Facebook, just disappeared off. Oh yeah, but Jesus Christ, Facebook's a steaming pile of shit. Not that Google's exemplary, but Facebook are gangsters and they're just grossly dishonest and irresponsible. Start the Church of Topology. I've heard worse ideas, Toad. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, no. Facebook are lying scum. I just feel like it. That's the appropriate way to describe them. Facebook are lying scum. Oh, and just by the by, it seems like StreamYard have made some changes. Go look. Wait, have they always had these colors? Oh, wow. Look, I feel like this is like play school. I'm looking at you through the magic window. That's weird. All right, do that. I think I still prefer the red colors though, so I'm gonna change it back to red. Just playing with the new things they've sent me. What's bubble? What's minimal? Yeah. No, I like bubble more. I'm sticking with that. Also, let's. Oh god, now we're in blue again. Why did you go blue again? Go back to red. I want to be bubble. Block is ugly and harsh. Yeah. Orange is your favorite color, I'm feeling nice. Celtic teenage angry who did not drink alcohol would think it was quite weird that I was a cocktail enthusiast. First phase. What's in media assets now? Logos, overlays, not overlays, video clips, backgrounds. Oh, if I switch one of these, does it automatically do the green screen thing? Okay, backgrounds aren't visible in solo layout. There you go. But did they get rid of the green screen function? Because I think it wasn't very good. Whatever. Right, that's my little bit of playing with the features on there. Celtic black is your favourite colour. Being a very Melbourne person, actually, I used to do this even when I was in Dubbo. Wear black clothes because I was like black heavy metal guy. To be a dork teenager, basically. But yeah, but even as an adult in Melbourne, lots of black clothes, very flat, neutral colours. Now I'm Mr. Colourful. Very un-Melbourne. All these colours. Your artist is on holiday. Is there someone who does your advertising for you? Elderly. Oh, okay. Been playing with the AI things for a t-shirt. Nice. Celtic into the heavy of metal. I grew up listening to, the Angels, AC/DC, Judas Priest, Def Leppard. Shake up this orgeat, which is nice and natural, no preservatives, so it separates. I might make another. I'm not going to make a video. I have an idea, but I don't know. You want to go with AI, but it's really good. I bet if you gave it to your artist friend, they'd make it even better. Oh, Pat, you saw that Netflix movie as well, Zian. It's also 10 out of 10. Nice. Sorry, it is very funny. It's a whole thing. Except I should have grey hair and beard. That's like old me, as in younger me. That is extremely funny, though. I'll give you that. What a hoot. What movies? I feel like I've watched movies in the last week. You think old me's more recognizable? Yeah, that's fair. There was, after all, 15 plus years of old me on YouTube. It's remarkable the difference hair dye makes. It was only COVID I stopped colouring my hair, although I did colour it once during COVID, which actually just confirmed for me I didn't want to colour my hair anymore. And growing it. Oh, yes, you've got that new Wes Anderson movie. I was thinking of watching that as well. What did you think of it? Way over your head. Okay, yeah. Wes Anderson, not always there for it. Like, I really like the one that had Ray Fiennes in it. I thought that was really good. And the one that was about the newspaper in Paris, I fucking hated. Really disliked it. Then the one from, was it like 2 years ago, about the UFOs? I like that. And so I'm interested in seeing this one. Got to, when I get the post office Oh, there'll be a Bible. First one's like, what the hell was that? Okay, well, I might watch it this weekend. And I'll see. I imagine I will also be, what the hell was that? Because that's kind of how I am with Wes Anderson films generally. Okay, let's finish. This is orange juice. Like one of our neighbors has these oranges, or some variant of oranges, where the juice is really tart, like way too tart to just drink, but I could use it in cocktails to make sours and whatnot. And I'm thinking of making a version of this Mai Tai, the apple of Mai Tai, because I made a fucking mistake when I was recording it last week, and I didn't record adding the ingredients. And I think this would be really interesting in it. I think just a quick shot of me dumping this in a cocktail video and saying it's lime juice, no one would know. Where am I? What am I doing? Where am I doing? What are we saying, Pat? I'm at home. Yes, it is. And it was a fucking tasty drink, like solid contender for top 10 of the year. Yeah, you know what? I might make it. And I don't have to do the talky bit. I'll just record pouring the ingredients into a thing, because I pushed the wrong button in the camera and it didn't record it. So I don't have to do the talky stuff. And then I can just, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I've talked myself into it. I've talked myself into it. That just means I have to go out and cut a couple of apple slices. You're more curious about what happened Tuesday? Oh, it was literally just a change in circumstances. Mrs. Angry's lads are usually here on a Tuesday night, so I do a stream, and he wasn't. It was just a change of events. He was doing a computer thingy, and so I hung out with Mrs. Angry on Tuesday. Surgery's cancelled. What are you getting your surgery on, Rays? I thought you were talking about your job. You probably are talking about your job. So what do I do today? So I've been working from home all week. I chucked a sickie on Monday because I spent the weekend helping my daughter move house and pretending I wasn't fatigued the whole time. So that ran me into the ground. And also I had to help her with something on Monday. So I just chucked a sickie on Monday, and I would normally be in the office on Monday and Tuesday, and I worked from home on Tuesday because the fatigue was still hitting me. Problem I've had ever since my last bout of COVID. Your nose was broken, had it put in place. Sinus was cleared out, scar tissue removed. Oof. Dude, fucking sinuses are so sensitive though. Make your nose a nose again so you can breathe. Holy shit. Yeah. God damn it. So I'm sure it's a good surgery, but I don't blame you for saying it fucking sucked. All right. I'm going to disappear momentarily because I actually bought an apple to do this. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do it. But now I am going to do it. And I think no one will know this isn't actually lime juice because it's just a little splash. You know what? I lie all the time. I keep hoping someone's going to say, that's not right. I mean, no, it's not. I'm lying. Threw up 370 mils of blood. Got home and threw you back out. Holy shit, dude. In the fucking wars. Oh, God, is it still doing the number things? Of course it is. No, wait. I'm just going to go, the GBUs. What's it doing? Because it resets at every stream we worked out. It doesn't make any sense, that whole thing. So I don't fucking know what YouTube's playing at, quite honestly. But then again, YouTube regularly does things where I don't know what the hell they're doing. Yeah, you got to ignore the numbers. Also, they don't really make any sense anyway. But maybe it's going to get refined at one point. All right, so I'm going to disappear for just a minute and cut myself a couple slices of apple, and then come back in here and make an apple of my tie. Yeah, hopefully, I reckon an overall score, because that's actually a Twitch thing. They do have overall scores, like you get points for watching a stream for a long time, and you can build them up. The not maintaining of things doesn't make any sense, and it's clearly in beta, and they're testing it. It might end up being something entertaining. Anyway, all right, so this won't take long. I'm just going to duck out and get a couple slices of apple. Okay, I got some apple slices, and I got my vanilla sugar. Oh, let's get over here. Right, gotta get my mad monkey spirits out. Mad monkey, gotta be a mad monkey. Monkey is funky. Ooh, why is that doing that? It's like this. My old fashioned. Still lily pilly. That's my confirmation. Almost up to 2. At the 2-month mark. Gotta check the date. June 24. Okay. How many weeks do I want to leave the old fashioned in? Here's another question. Right. Mad monkey, mad monkey. What do I want? 30 mils of each of those. And 30 mils of lime juice. And the orgeat. Okay. Let's get this shit happening. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. Oh, shake, shake, shake. Okay, so we just want the GoPro for a slow-mo of shaking this shit up. Okay, just get it all ready. Get this light over here. Where's the stirring spoon? Here we go. Be a sugar spoon in this case. All right. It's all ready. Oh, I don't have any fucking ice. God almighty. Okay, gonna disappear for another minute and get some ice. All right, now we're finally ready. Last bit of video fucking around I'm going to do tonight. All right, let's get these lids off. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Apple slice is in. And spearing the sugar. Alright. Then we muddle that motherfucker. Which one? Squoosh it. Oh yeah, that's... Okay. Still getting that high quality glug glug. And this one. And the not lime juice. I'll be intrigued as to how this tastes actually. And the orange. That's it. That's all the videoing I have to do. And I'm going to shake it and serve it. Alright, in this glass. That off. Beaut. Okay. Let's put lids on things before I fuck something up. Okay, ice, ice, baby. That's probably enough. Let's fine strain this. Alright. Now I'll come over here and tell you how it tastes. Because I really liked it when it was made with actual lime juice. Oh yeah, no, Hemphiality, I've done all the other stuff. I just had to do that one bit of video. I can taste, wow. That is not bad with that tart orange juice. It's probably better with the lime juice, but it's not bad. No one wants to see that, and go ahead and tell me you want to see it, Toby, but I don't think so. Hello, Madam Butterfly, by the way. Huh. I just decided I'm having 2 cherries tonight. Took me quite a few stabs to get it. Alright, alright, alright. Whew. That cocktail shaking is the most exercise I've had in days. Oh dear. Oh, Rays, what takes so long to go to uni? What the fuck? 4 years to understand. That gets complex, right? Safa, hello. How you doing? In a reasonably common answer for me, I made a pasta bake. I got a big thing of pasta, like ravioli, at the supermarket that was super cheap. $2.50 instead of $10, and it's made 3 meals. What was really funny? Well, I don't think this is actually really funny, but here's the thing that happened. I made it last night. I had it for dinner last night, a lot left over, and it's got to be 3 meals. And I got to tonight, and I thought, I don't think this leftover bit is actually 2 meals. I think it's only one. I cut it in half and put half of it in a baking dish to heat it up, and I went, I don't think that's a whole. I think it's just I need to eat the whole thing, and so I put the whole thing in the baking dish, heated it up, and got it out. And I got halfway through it and went, no, this is 2 meals. I'm full, so I put it back in the fridge. So yeah, that will be my answer tomorrow night as well. Dinner will be pasta bake. Hello, Soph. Oh, you're at work. Okay, hello to Soph at work. I hope your work night gets in. Safa, I was not sick as such. I was a bit fatigued, but the difference was normally Mrs. Angry's lads here on Tuesday, and so I, give them mother son time, do a live stream, but he wasn't here, so I hung out with Mrs. Angry. Watched The Sandman on Netflix. First part of The Sandman. What else did we watch this week? We watched all of The Sandman. Watched episodes of a show called Revival, which is interesting. People coming back from the dead, but they're not zombies. Watched an episode, the final episode of a show called Duster, which is on HBO Max. It's changed its name back now. 70s crime thing. It's quite fun. Oh, what was the thing we started watching that was fun? Oh, I don't know, I'd avoided it because it looked too sort of, I don't know, sort of glib or smug. But then we started watching it. It's called The Residence. It's about, solving the crime of the dead person in the White House. We watched the first couple of episodes. It's quite good. I had actually consciously avoided it for a little while. So it's been on Netflix for a little while, and it got a bit of hype and positive reviews. But there was just something about it that was like, ugh, no, that just looks like too smug and whatever. But then I watched it, and it's actually pretty good. So you like James Squire beer? I'll see. I think all beers are bad. I just don't like beer. Though you can make a good cocktail syrup with beer. Boil it down, add sugar to it. Particularly good in old fashions. Suffer, I don't blame you for not going outside. I bet it was way colder where you are. It was pretty here as well. Rays, I promise if I buy myself a winning lotto ticket, I'll buy you one straight after. But I've got to work out the trick to getting the winning ticket. Once I've got the trick to getting a winning ticket and I know how to do it, then I'll share that with everyone, and we'll all have winning tickets. I think that's how it works. Once you win lotto, you know how to do it, and you can tell everyone else how to do it. I mean, that seems to make sense. Okay. Those Mad Monkey spirits are really good. The orgeat is really good. And making it with a weirdly tart orange juice is pretty good. Not as good as lime juice, but pretty good. Yes, I think, Grace, anyone who wins lotto gets to tell everyone else how to live their life. People told me not to buy lotto tickets. It's a waste of money, they said, but I kept buying it. And they kept saying I was wrong. But now I won, so fuck them all. Safa, this is the second one tonight. I made a little bit of video for my clarified cocktail. I had to reshoot a little bit of video for this one, just the making of. I've started repurposing some of my old videos for TikTok. I had a cocktail channel on TikTok, and I got bored with posting things, and now I'm trying it again. Raise, yes, the trick is to not buy the losing tickets. Determine which tickets are the losing ones, and don't buy them. Wonder what comes up if. Am I logged into TikTok on here? Maybe I just go in. It lets you just go in as a non, doesn't it? Someone watching. Okay, I'm gonna go. Oh, there I am. I'll show you what I've done. This was Mountain Butterfly. You want to do that? Walking out, think fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool, fuck you, and I'm out of here. Share screen. So this is a repurpose this.
G'day cocktail lovers and welcome to the Cocktail Dome, where we bring you all the excitement of big league cocktails. I'm your host, Chuck Carrots. With me as always is my co-host, Archbishop. Thanks, Chuck. And today, Mr. Angry has promised a bloody interesting riff on a classic. Well, there's always lots of room to improvise, so let's see what's happening. What do you got for us, Mr. Angry?
Well, Chuck and Arch, the 20th century cocktail is one that's riffed on a lot. It does originate in the early 20th century, but it's actually named after an express train that ran between New York and Chicago. Now, the various riffs tend to take the name of some other century, and they do tend to follow the formula: some type of spirit, creme de cacao, some type of aromatized wine, and citrus. The original used gin and lillet blanc, and that's close to what I'm doing, except I'm going to be using red versions of some of the ingredients.
Ah, I see where you're going with a bloody reference.
Yeah, it's a very bloody Australian thing to do. More than you might realise, the gin I'm going to be using is from the Four Pillars distillery. It's called their Bloody Shiraz gin. Fun story, they were trying to break into the overseas markets and they had trouble with the US regulators, and they decided to look into why is the FDA holding it up. And when they asked, the FDA asked them, okay, what sort of blood are you using, and at what stage of distilling does blood come into it? They had to explain the Australian sense of humour.
Well, at least you can get 4 Pillars gin around the world now.
And they've been winning a lot of awards in global competitions. They sure have, because they make great gins. This one starts off as their dry gin. They steep it in Shiraz grapes that are grown in the area near their distillery. Now, you get a nice touch of sweetness from the grapes. It goes really well with the gin. And I know this is actually becoming more common around the world. Different gin distillers incorporating grape into some of their gins. In this case, we're using Four Pillars Bloody Shiraz gin, and we will be adding 1.5 ounces or 45 mils to our shaker. Next comes the creme de cacao. We're using white creme de cacao, and we're going to add about 3/4 of an ounce or around 22.5 mils to our shaker. Now for our next red ingredient. The original recipe said to use lillet blanc. A wine that a lot of people use as a substitute is Cochi Americano. This is actually the version of that that's made with red wine grapes, Cochi Rosa. And I'm going to be using this today, and about 3/4 of an ounce, 22.5 mils again, going into our shaker. The final touch is lemon juice, and I'm going to add 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of lemon juice to our shaker, and we're ready to go. We add ice to our shaker, put it together, bang it in hard, give that a good solid shake for about 10 or 15 seconds. We strain that into a chilled glass, and there is your bloody 20th century.
Oh, it certainly looks good. Oh, it tastes great too. I thought the creme de cacao might make it a bit too sweet, but there's a good balance. I feel like this is another drink that could help ease someone into gin if they haven't found a gin drink they like. Very approachable. Are we going with the bloody 20th century as a name? I feel like 20th bloody century flows better. Maybe just the bloody century. There was certainly enough war in the 20th century to justify the name. Yeah, although now I feel we'll have historians on our back saying what was really the bloodiest century. Well, look, I'm happy for them to claim whatever century they like as the bloodiest. I mean, that's just a bloody good drink. And as a successful experiment which fits into our motto, life's too short to waste time on boring cocktails. Cheers! G'day, cocktail lovers, and
Stop it. So yeah, that's an experiment. So, and I absolutely agree with what you said, home for the elderly, faster pans. That requires me to work harder at the editing process, and I don't want to do it. Celtic, I meant to use my blog for cocktails, and I just got super lazy. I think maybe if I got into a rhythm, I could do it. Yet TikTok is people with short attention spans. Oh God, Mecha Hitler. Did anyone miss that this week? That fucking Musk keeps making the engineers on his AI Grok, forcing them to make it spout conservative shit. And this week it went full on Hitler. Yeah, that's not a bad thing for TikTok. Count to 10 if there's no movement, make something move, Zoom, etc. Yeah, and I can do all that digitally. And it's just, yeah. So yes, but the Grok thing, it was ridiculous. Like, it was literally spouting the most extreme anti-Semitism. And when someone said, "Oh, what 20th century figure could fix this?" it straight up said Hitler would come and sort out these left-wingers. It's fucking unhinged. It's absolutely wild. Oh, home for the elderly. I absolutely appreciate your inputs. I do not disagree with anything you said. I'm experimenting with repurposing old videos. So it is what it is. And also, it is interesting for every rule, and I agree with the rules you were saying, for every rule, there's examples that completely contradict it. So I just, want to make good stuff. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go with you, Safa, and have a mineral water. I was going to finish these bottles I have here, but, Try one with a sand cutting vid. Is that a typo or an autocorrect? You're going to have a wine? Nice. Raise. Thought about going back, looking at old opinions, reassessing to see how good. Raise. Me? Wrong? As if that could happen. Oh, God. Where would I start? I just had so many full-on rants on so many topics. The only thing that really, I think I was naive and wrong, is when I said YouTube shouldn't try and kick Nazis off the platform. We should just all call out the Nazis and prove them wrong. And I underestimated how easily stupid people are propagandized to, and hateful extremists should not be given a platform. What's on Discord? Oh, sand cutting. 1 hour of very satisfying ASMR videos, kinetic sand cutting. So, I'm not sure what your reference to the sand cutting is. Is it is it the fact that they have a cut? They have cuts all the time. Okay, I get it. Oh, yes, the way they do that. Yes, someone will be talking and there'll be something else on. Yes, but maybe. Well, I could obviously do that, and you're right. I have seen that. Maybe I could do my own thing with the half screen thing, and just with my whole idea of cocktail ASMR, have slow mo of drinks pouring. Slow mo of drinks pouring, stirring one, spritzing orange peel. That could work. Oh, okay. Now you've given me an idea, and also because then you'd actually get the effect, because it's quite frustrating to all the effort I put into editing those videos where there's 2 of me or 3 of me talking. That could be square on the bottom half. We think we hit gold. Okay, just over the next couple of days, I have to shoot some slow-mo stuff. Ooh, and even of drops hitting a glass in slow-mo. Celtic, you went to Bombardieri, helping them clean it because you're a good man. An American street preacher walking up and down the street told you were sinning an apostate branch of Christianity. God, the fights among the sects of Christianity. Oh yes, color changing. I could. Oh yes, I could do. Oh shit, these are all good. I've got to shoot a whole bunch of these things. Like I use the butterfly pea flower extract, and then add some citrus to it, and it'll change color. Layering drinks. I've been going so badly with layering drinks recently, actually. But I could try that again. Mm. Oh no, I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to forget. I may forget the specifics, but I'll just remember shoot a lot of slow motion stuff and try and edit some videos in that thing with the stuff on the half on the bottom, half on the top, which will take a little bit. I don't think it will be difficult for me to do in my editing software. It'll just take a little bit of experimentation. So what about party night? I don't know what you're talking about. Hopefully, lovely. I do have a ton of slow-mo footage, but now I want to specifically shoot some for this. Ray's tomorrow night is party night. It is true. Celtic, you laughed at the preacher. Yes, he was being an idiot, definitely. Yeah, you do get those weirdos. Like, yeah, as you say, there's not even any grounding to his faith. Oh, nice, Safa, paying your gas bill, being an adult. Oh, have you got? Oh, is it because of the surgery you got tomorrow off? Oh, that'd be a real fucking party then. Yeah, more mineral water tomorrow night. Yeah, I might bring in some of the other flavors. I've just got my favorite, the lemon lime, here tonight. Might bring some different flavors in tomorrow to mix life up. Well, that would be another good slow-mo, actually, pouring a fizzy drink over ice so it all fizzes up. Yeah, man, this has potential. Got till the 16th off. Well, dude, if you're up to it, it seems like party night's the thing to do. Coke in ice cream slow-mo, yeah. Yes, that's another good one. Just got to come up with a little library of slow-mo things. All right, this is a project for me to do. I don't have to rush. I'm like 3 fucking months ahead on YouTube, and I'm never going to do that fucking documentary I wanted to do, that this whole thing. That wasn't on purpose. I just said it is a real reflex for me to say, yeah, it's a whole thing. It is what it is. Ugh. Oh yeah, there's so much scope for, even just dropping ice into a drink. Yeah, okay. So you're also right. I could just use a lot of the slow-mo. I could make it even slower. Pouring a clarified cocktail over the sexy clear ice. Ultra slow-mo. Yeah, like I think stuff shot on the GoPro slowed right down to 10% speed or even slower still looks good. Doesn't look choppy. Like when I have been settling on 15% speed for my videos, but I think I can do it even slower. Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, dropping ice cubes, recording the splash. But even just little things like drops, like from my saline dropper, just seeing a single drop go boing, boing, boing. Oh shit. Oh, so your fiance is working in a hospital, 4th of July gang shootings. So lots of extra people in the hospital. God damn it. So when did I have a hot chocolate? Last time I was in the city at work. So not this week, but last week I would have done it. Because, people want to go and get a coffee and I get hot chocolate. Oh, right, of course, I get it. More gang shootings because they can mask the gunshots because people think it's fireworks. Celtic, I'm currently just using it for cocktail videos. But I breaking out the breathalyzer. I could use it for other things. In fact, I didn't use it for a year or two after I bought it. And then I finally realized, don't waste your money. Here's a way to use it. Just going to see what the breathalyzer says. I don't feel too dismissed. I'll see what it says. It's very temperamental. There you go, counting down. There it goes. No, it's saying 0. My blood alcohol content is not 0. Okay, it just doesn't work very well. Kelsey, you have a breathalyzer too. Ah, that one's pretty easily fooled, is all I'm saying. Did I do it wrong? I'll give it another go. Safa, yes, there is religious mail in the post office box, but I haven't been there this week. So maybe on Monday I'll go in. But if your boss is a job, still got to drink the illegal juice. Yeah, you were telling me you worked a really long shift. Ray's life's become watching a person make and drink cocktails, blow into a breathalyzer. Life thing. What's it saying? It's just saying it's broken. It's definitely broken. Oh. Did not get heaps of rain, Saf. I got some rain. Thought we were going to get more. Oh, Celtic, you're saying you GoPro. Yes, you should take GoPros on work. I was confused. I kept picking up the wrong glass. There's nothing in that one. Mineral water's in this one. Shibupi. Oh yeah, Ray's the flooding in America started in friggin' Texas, and then a few other. So you're saying it's Chicago now? Flash flooding, fucking wild. I guess that's a major historical event, the Chicago fire. Song about it. I heard her pray the night Chicago died, or is that about Al Capone? I don't even know. So says people eating it. Some people eating their sex. Yeah, like if I get a packet of chips, from the supermarket, it'll last a week or two because I'll literally just have like a chip and then put it back. Is Trump doing presidential newsletters? God, how unhinged would that be? Ridiculous. The whole thing's just ridiculous. The blue twisties. No, I knocked them off in Piper. I was tempted to get them last week. I was back in a Woolies. Oh, look, the blue twisties are there. I should get them for party night again. It's like, no, then I just eat the whole bag. But that's not a super big. That's one of the big ones. There's blue twisties like half. I still shouldn't have eaten them all in one night. But that's kind of why I didn't get them again. Because drunk me, what do you think? Oh, did you miss that race? Okay. In Woolies, they had this limited edition sour blueberry twisties. It turns your tongue blue. And they are like sour like warheads. But yeah, they seriously turn your tongue blue. I amused myself for quite a while. But yes. drunk me just thought it was funny to keep eating them and make my tongue even more blue. So I didn't get them again. Yeah, it was a blue tongue thumbnail. Should certainly have done that. And above, I just thinking about those blue twisties. Yeah. When I were a lad, there were two flavors of twisties: cheese and chicken. And I, as a kid, really disliked chicken and really loved cheese. As I got older, I kind of got into the chicken ones. But the last couple of years, they've been doing these limited edition flavors. There was the Donut King donut ones that were actually pretty good. There were the red skin red ones, which were bad. And there were the sweet and sour ones, which were interesting. And the sour blueberry ones, they weren't bad, but they definitely turned your tongue blue. Suffered drunk and acts like a teenager. Well, I guess teenagers, they're idiots. And yep, I act like an idiot when I get drunk. Okay, I've had this for ages. This is the last jam cocktail. So this would be rhubarb. This is rhubarb jam cocktail. Rhubarb. I am going to decant the Lily Pilly jam cocktail tomorrow night. Do a tasting. And I think I will make my blood orange liqueur and put that straight in the barrel that I take the jam cocktail out of, because I think the flavors from the jam cocktail would add nicely to the blood orange liqueur. So I've had the blood orange peel steeping in 95% alcohol for almost a week. And then I'm going to strain that out, because that 95% alcohol just really rips the flavor out of the peel. And then add some syrup I made with blood orange juice, and then basically top it off with vodka, and then leave it in a barrel for a week or so, and then decant that. Ray's, you're into the chicken ones? As I got older, I liked the chicken ones more. But as a kid, I thought the chicken twisties were kind of nasty. Jammy. A big cheese twisty fan. And yes, now they've got some mad scientist running operations in Twisty Central. So yeah, kind of like chicken salt, the chicken twisties. And they're kind of like, I also like chicken chips. There were two brands of chips when I grew up. There's a million brands of chips now. There were two when I grew up. Smith's and, was it Arnott's? I think it was Arnott's. Even though they make biscuits now, I think maybe yeah, I know it's all different now, but in Dubbo, I think it was Smith's and Arnott's. And Smith's chicken chips were the fucking best. And Arnott's had roast chicken chips, which was a whole different sort of flavoring, and I did not like them. There you get a million freaking brands of chips now. Samboy were around. Samboy were a bit more fringe. So if you ever seen Arnott's, yeah, well, they're not around. I think they were Arnott's. You know what? We're on to internet. Yeah, okay. I think whatever brand I'm remembering got taken over by Lay's, or the brand name changed to Lay's. But Lay's didn't exist when I was a young'un. Yes, no, I just got confirmation. I found a link. Yes, no, someone mentioned. Yes, it was Arnott's. It was Arnott's roast chicken. Oh, I feel vindicated. It was Arnott Smith's chicken and Arnott's roast chicken. I freaking love kettle chips. And one I like at the moment, Smith's have these ones they call double crunch. They are thicker and they're crinkle cut. And there's a garlic bread flavor of them. Fuck, I like that. And it is super. Oh no, I didn't actually find a picture of the packet. I just saw someone doing a discussion saying they loved Arnott's roast chicken in the 70s, and I was looking for it. But you know what? For you, I'll see if I can do it. Arnott's roast chicken chips. Say 1970s Australia. Let's see. No, that's the old Smiths one, which had a fun, weird lo-fi chicken cartoon on it. Oh god, chickadees and wing. I'm seeing all these things come up. Chickadees and wingdings. I remember them. Yeah, I am not seeing a picture of roast chicken chips. How weird that it's not coming up. But, that's just the way it is. So many pictures of different shapes. But if I go all, but look, okay, here's the thing. Just to prove Arnott's made chips, this is not the roast chicken, but this is a 1960s ad for Arnott's chips. Just to prove Arnott's used to make chips. Oh yes, Ray's milk bars. Oh, so yeah, by the 90s they were run by Asian families. I grew up in the 70s. They were always run by Greek migrants. So this Facebook group, Old Shops, is that still showing up? Yeah, okay. 1970s house did not produce roast chicken chips. What's this one? Tasty Jacks. What the fuck? Okay. All right. So much fun. But I proved Arnott's used to make chips anyway. Greeks moved over to the butcher shops, fish and chips by the 90s. Greek fish and chips are the only way to go. Yeah. Yeah, but by the time I moved to Melbourne, 90s, like 2000s, most of the fish and chip places were run by Asians. Also, you think I'm losing my memory? You're not wrong, man. You are not wrong. Celtic, did I ever get into fights? Yes. Not many, but I did. I'm a lover, not a fighter. And really averse to physical injury. Right, you reckon around 05? Yeah. That fits in. But yes, I love the old school corner shops or milk bars. Grew up with them. Oh yeah, Happy Elderly. We just looking at that old Shops Australia page. It's pure nostalgia. Celtic, you bet I was popular with ladies. You'd be wrong. I've had relationships with various ladies over the years. Lovely ladies who were very nice to me. Took me till I was 40 to find my life partner. Peter Russell Clark, is he saying Peter Russell Clark was popular in the gay community? He was like a bear. Peter, g'day. Russell, g'day. Clark, see you later. He's a funny guy. And I think he did a lot of productive stuff promoting Australian produce and eating actual stuff from farms rather than heavily processed stuff. No, Safa, have I made you go and get Double Crunch? I think they're on special at the supermarkets this week. Your answer is the gays love cheese. That's why they love Peter Russell Clark. Was he beef? Was it? Man, it's all good. Peter Russell Clark also did ads for butter. Right, yeah, for non-processed stuff maybe in your next life. Well, you know me, I tend to get the fucking packaged stuff. Ooh, speaking of which, I didn't get my fucking text. It's Thursday, isn't it? What's the fucking story? Fucking... No, I did get it. I wasn't paying attention. I did get my U-Foods text tonight. I must have been out of the room. I did go out of the room. Okay, so food's coming out. But let's order. Okay, join me as I order my, not tomorrow's U-Foods, but next week's. All right, it keeps wanting to get me to give people free food. Sorry. Strictly Sega posted a New South Wales bar from the 70s. Look at the decor. Dude, I can find you bars that still look like that now. Celtic. Posted the old school angry videos celebrating the fact faggots were back in the shop. Faggots was a traditionally English sort of meatball thing, and there's a period where they were getting banned because of woke. And then they came back, so I made a video celebrating faggots are back. It's more innocent time. Yeah, I'll do U-Foods. I'll share the screen. Do the U-Food selection. Have you never heard of English faggots? I've made a couple of videos about them because it's funny. It's this sort of meatballs and gravy thing, and they'd always just been called faggots. Because of course the word had multiple meanings over the years. It's a bundle of sticks used as like kindling was called a faggot. Yes, raised the great English tradition of having faggots with spotted dick. So if I'm going to say yes, Mrs. Avery probably ate them. I've eaten them. Anyway, what we're going to do? More modern Australian food now. Okay, what stupid shit have they put in here that I don't want? Edit meals, thank you. Because they're going to have put in shit I don't want. I don't want the roast chicken. I don't want peppercorn beef. I don't want chicken cacciatore. Oh, I do like the chicken Kiev. I don't want the roast chicken and gravy. I don't want the satay chicken. You reckon they'd have some AI thing that goes, oh, this is what this guy's ordered before. See, creamy chicken carbonara. I like that. I always get that. Why it just doesn't do stuff that I've ordered before? Herbed chicken and oh no, that's high protein. Fuck that stupid high protein stuff that you've got to pay extra for. Oh, what is all this shit? Fuck that. Fuck that. You're charging extra. I don't want roast lamb or roast pork or onion gravy pork. Clean chicken. I want dirty chicken. I don't want roast beef. Nashville hot honey chicken. I actually had that. Hot honey chicken with mac and cheese and beans. And the hot honey actually was a bit spicy. You know what? I might get that if I don't get other things. Italian beef ragu. Is that new? It seems new. Butter chicken. I definitely want spaghetti bolognese. It's a classic. Chicken penne. Beef lasagna. Definitely want lasagna. Shredded beef ravioli. That's good. I'll get two more. Coconut chicken. Fish. I don't want fish. Not a fish guy. Maybe get something vegetarian. Mushroom cheese tortellini. Oh, then that's all fucking... Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll get the hot honey one, actually. Portuguese chicken and spiced rice. Butter chicken. Or beef ragu. What is beef ragu? Hearty dish. Bolognese. Yeah, I don't think I've had that. I think I'll get that. Broaden my horizons. Get a thing I haven't had before. There you go. That's my meals, not for next week, but for the week after. And I'm not getting the add-ons. Fuck you. And there you go. That was this week's food adventure. Well, you haven't lived in England unless you've, had faggots. Isn't language weird, though? Words, the meaning of words can change fundamentally. And what's really commonplace in one era can sound outrageous in another. I'd be very intrigued as to how they ever got the name, actually. Is it to, like, because the collection of wood? It was just stuff put together? Is it because they're like, these weird little meatballs? Stuffed together? Is it that? Or is it completely unrelated? It's a mystery. Life is full of mysteries. And this is just another one. I don't have answers. I only have questions. In fact, I'll say something philosophical. Anyone who doesn't have questions is someone you shouldn't trust. If anyone just thinks they have answers and they have no questions, they are absolutely not to be trusted. Take that one to the bank. Oh, it's yum. That's a tropical. I think maybe tomorrow, to amuse myself, I will make another Malteser clarified cocktail. Oh, nice. Meat pie for lunch. I've had a meat pie for a little while. I like meat pies. And I have to admit, I'm a bit bougie. Go to a really upmarket bakery that has really buttery, crusty, flavory crust on it. Flaky. Oh, that's so fucking good. Celtic, I am also a bit of a fan of the Hungry Jack's onion rings. I haven't had them for a very long time, but they're good. What did I have last date night? For the main, I had this beef cheek thing. So it was really rich beef in this really rich red sauce. So fucking good. And the sides, stuff that, years ago I wouldn't have believed I really got into. But the way this place prepared them was really nice. It was this cauliflower that was like in this really smoky sauce. It was really nice. And it'd been like pan seared, and it was just such a great flavor. And then there were chips, which is not very adventurous. But there's also these Brussels sprouts that again had been sort of seared a bit, but in this honey, and holy shit, they were good. Like I never would have believed I'd be having a meal and raving about how good the cauliflower was and how good the Brussels sprouts were. Yes, the last date night was not Hungry Jack's. Didn't have onion rings. I feel like maybe I have had onion rings on some date nights. But we will see. But yes, this place is in a suburb called Ripponlea. A place called Ripponlea Food and Wine. We don't drink wine, but they have some really quite good cocktails on the menu. It's a bit disappointing because we've literally been going to this place for 10 years, and both their food and cocktail menus used to have more breadth in them, and they've narrowed both of them. They're still good. The food is really good. It's like they're doing a few things and doing them really well. And they do have some good cocktails, but yeah. Dubbo absolutely did not have a Hungry Jack when I was there. It was a major breakthrough when we got McDonald's. We'd had KFC for a while. I think we'd had Pizza Hut for a while. But at the time the McDonald's opened in Dubbo, which was like 40 years ago, that was one of the remotest McDonald's. McDonald's would, not open outlets outside of major fucking population centers. So the Dubbo McDonald's was one of the most remote, but you now get much smaller towns with a McDonald's because they've got a fucking highway that goes through them, so they're traveling. Ray's got to wash the blood from your nose. Damn. Okay, definitely want to see you for tomorrow night. Yeah, home theology. Back in my day, I did get KFC, fish and chips, rotisserie chickens. That was a very fancy dinner. Your charcoal chickens, pizzas. There was Chinese places in Dubbo. Oh, good. What are you sending a photo of to Discord of blood? What is this? So for your home tour got Macca's in 2007. Went to the opening and it was yum. I don't know exactly when KFC came in, but I think it was before McDonald's. And McDonald's would have opened in 83 or 84 in Dubbo. Like I said, at that time, it was like one of the remotest ones. Oh, God. Razor's posting pictures of his fucked up nose. But it's getting better. That's what we like. What was interesting is what I remember, the Chinese restaurants in Dubbo were more dine-in than takeaway places. And Dubbo had a drive-in. Oh, sorry. When the drive-through, sorry, I said drive-in. McDonald's had a drive-through when it opened. I don't think the KFC did. I worked there very briefly, a couple of weeks. Couldn't handle it. It was a shit place to work. But yeah, it was quite groundbreaking. There was not a McDonald's for, I don't know, 600 to 800 kilometers when they opened. But these days, much smaller towns have McDonald's because they realize they can support them just with the highway traffic. It was quite a big deal one opening. So, Rage, your nose is back in place. See you without part. So, okay, your nose is no longer in your direct line of sight. Nice. And further, did you make us to the late 80s? So, yeah, okay, so stuff your town called Guzman Gomez. That would have been so fucking exotic in Dubbo. That would have been cray-cray. But, yeah, we had probably the most exotic stuff in Dubbo was Chinese restaurants when I grew up. Go to the golf club for dinner. It's a whole thing. Yeah, I mean, in some ways, it's kind of like there was some charm to being in Dubbo and you didn't have anything. So if you went to Sydney, it was just fucking exotic and all this crazy shit you couldn't get. But now you can get most things in Dubbo. So I don't want to deprive people in regional areas and stuff. There's something to be said for living in a time where it's like, yeah, you know what? You just can't get this stuff. And if you go on a trip to a big city, it's just friggin' wild. Safra, is Dubbo closer to the South Australian Northern Territory border or Sydney? About 800 kilometres from Sydney, which is much closer than the NT South Australia border, I think. I feel like that's what's happening. No fidelity. South was doing a school report on Dubbo in the 70s. Well, again, we're on the internet. Let's go on maps. Maps. Okay, let's go Dubbo. Okay. Okay. I'm going to share screens and we're going to explore. No, I've not actually been to Broken Hill so far. Let's go here. Look. Okay, so here's the map. All right. So scroll out. Dubbo. So, Dubbo, Sydney. I think you can already see it's much closer to Sydney. So okay. Directions. Dubbo to okay, let's go to Sydney. Okay. Wait. Well, I was saying 800 kilometers and it's only 400 kilometers? I'm not very bright, am I? So 5 hours to Sydney and Broken Hill is almost 8 hours. So yeah, less than 500 kilometers to 750 kilometers. So Dubbo is much closer to Sydney than to the South Australia NT border. And in fact, NT, you have to go right up here. Yeah, so it's much closer to Sydney than those other places. I have a very poor understanding of where Dubbo actually is. Dubbo in the 1970s, cross between Crocodile Dundee and the Third Reich. Okay. Yeah, I think I must be. I think it was more than 400 kilometers. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Who knows? But anyway, it's much closer to Sydney than Broken Hill. It's a wild and crazy thing. Wait, 9:46. Okay, just before bedtime. I need to check. What is the date today? The 10th. 10th of July. Safra, I think I have been to Byron Bay, but I'm not 100% sure. I've driven past it because I've gone all the way up to Queensland. It's the 10th of July. What's in the barrels? Okay, so it's sugar up here. Okay, so this new make spirit's been in almost 2 months. So okay, not tomorrow night. Following party night, I'm going to do a taste test of this because it would have been in the barrel 2 months at that point. New barrel. Yeah, okay, so this old fashioned's been in for 2 weeks already. I think I'll taste that tomorrow night. And I'm going to decant the Lily Pilly and put the orange liqueur into it. But what should I put in the barrel next? That's the question. One of them's just got red wine in it to keep the barrel wet. Celtic, what would it take to get me to move back to Dubbo? A frontal lobotomy. Why is Guy Sebastian on YouTube ads? I don't know. Celtic, home theology putting port in there. Yes, in fact, I have bought relatively cheap Australian tawny from Dan's and had it in the barrel for a month or two, and it tastes better when it comes out. But also, that's good for flavoring other stuff as well. Having port in the barrel for a while, put some good flavors. So I've got a whiskey old fashioned, which I might actually take out tomorrow because it's been in there 2 weeks. Might be nice. Ray, I say here's the okay. Ray's aging tequila with lime and lemon juice. It the lime and lemon juice oxidizes and doesn't taste as good. What could work is infuse some lime and lemon peel into tequila, then age that. So not so much the juice, but the peel. So steep lemon and lime peel in tequila, and then barrel age that tequila. Particularly, maybe I'll get another. Wait, I'm trying to remember, where did I get the Tapatito high proof stuff? List 5 movies where someone runs dramatically in the rain. No, I can't. Also, I want to share something with you. The email, like I'm always getting these emails from Nick's Wine Merchants, and they do regularly have good specials. In fact, I was super tempted to get some this week, in fact. But this one, when I saw it, I initially got it wrong. So value Abalors back in for a microsecond, I read that is value abortions back in stock. Ooh, $85 instead of $124, $109 instead of $128. I mean, those are good prices, but I don't need them. But spirits, tequila. Is this where I got the Tapatio from? I bought it because it was like a decently rated tequila, and it was really cheap, and it was high proof, and it was a liter. I have this vague memory, like, yeah, this is where I would have got it from. But like, no two ways about it. Tequila is the spirit I know least about. I don't think I'm particularly well placed to rate things generally, but I definitely know less about tequila. It is not looking like Tapatio is in here. Terramana, I think that's the rocks one, isn't it? Friggin' celebs. Wait, how do I spell Tapatio? I'm trying to work out. Did I get the Tapatio from here? Let's have a look. Tapatio. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. I reckon I did get it from here, and it was a good deal, and it was sold out because it was a good deal. Yeah. No, wait, that's only 40%. Mine's like 50% or something. Anyway, I think that is where I got it. It's sold out. 5 movies where someone wears a leather jacket. I mean, probably. Ray says it's Terminator, Grease, Rocky, Wild Hogs, Roadhouse. Yep. Celtic, you read massage therapist as massacre therapy. Yeah, well, you need therapy after massacres as well. Just when you're talking about running in movies as well, it's like who's good at it? Like everyone's like Tom Cruise is the best at running in movies, and Steven Seagal is the worst at running in movies. So it's a sliding scale, and we know the ends of the spectrum. Bad running, Steven Seagal. Good running, Tom Cruise. Everyone else is somewhere in the middle. Sorry, he's wanted to put off the academy, couldn't. Yeah, I'm sure they wear the leather jackets in Top Gun. So do I have the biggest booze collection of her? If we're saying spirits and whatnot, I'm going to say yes without a doubt, although I obviously don't know because I don't ask other people. Normal people don't have booze collections like that. That's not normal. That's just me. Ooh, 5 movies where the title's just one word. Okay. Jaws, Taps, Hoosiers, 300. Grease, God, Ray's is all over it. Titanic, Grease, Blow, Jaws, Platoon. Yeah, no, Ray's absolutely beat me on that one. It's so funny. After the fact, it's easier and more obvious, but when you're on the spot, gone. Movies that are only one word. There's initially this pressure. But Ray's is clearly feeling no pressure and is cruising into these answers. Admittedly, okay, you got Jaws from me. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, really obvious ones like Titanic and Grease. I should have got those. Platoon. Oh, 5 movies that end with a twist. Could I cheat and just do M. Night Shyamalan movies? Sixth Sense. Yeah. Okay. So more complex movies that end with a twist. But also that's subject to interpretation to a degree. Ray's got a fucking headache. Oh no. So 5 movies with the twist that aren't M. Night Shyamalan movies. See, but yeah, 6. That was his thing. Twists. So you could cheat by just saying 5 M. Night Shyamalan movies. I love Sixth Sense because after you get the twist, you go back and watch it again and go, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, he was telling you the whole time. Okay, does anyone remember like Andy Samberg's musical comedy group, Lonely Island? There was one that was really big on YouTube like about 15 years ago. Jizzed in my pants. I find Lonely Island very funny, honestly. I'm on a boat, motherfucker. But yes, all the things that made someone... When Bruce Willis was dead at the end of Sixth Sense, I jizzed in my pants. That is true, Rays. Most of the horror movies had a twist at the end. You know, Usual Suspects, 7. I think it'd be fair. Is it a twist? Okay, let's have a little conversation. Is the end of 7 what's in the box? Is that a twist? I kind of think it is, but I think you could also argue that is it. Yeah, Home for the Elderly. I think you could make an argument that Fight Club has a twist ending. Okay, Ray's agrees. Gone Girl, yeah. Okay, I've said this before on streams. I think Old Boy got overplayed to me, and so it didn't have much impact when I watched it. I mean, the best bit was the hallway fight where Old Boy has a hammer. But yeah, the twist at the end, I was like, okay, yeah, sure, okay. And like the Crying Game, way back in the fucking 90s, that got hyped so much. Oh, there's a big surprise, a big twist. And I was watching it, and it was super obvious. It was like, oh, yeah, that character has a dick. There were two super big tip-offs. And so when it was revealed, yeah, this character has a dick, I was like, that's not the twist, because that was really obvious. All right, that's Mrs. Angry going to bed. So it was after 10 o'clock. We've got behind with this thing. So I think I might go to bed at all. As well, at all? Oh, wait a second. I gotta put a bit of Flavier in this. Mrs. Angry's hot chocolate in the morning. Yeah, we'll see all you fine and funky folk. Anyone who's up for party night tomorrow night. Oh yeah, god damn. Oh, and we got to enjoy the cherries. Oh my god, these things are the fucking best. Honestly. Tasty as fuck. Okay. Oh, that's so good. All right. You all take care. If you're around for party night, I will see you then.